Until today, many people believe in God being an irredeemable, misogynistic psychopath. He watches you every second of your miserable life, just waiting for you to screw up in the holiness department. And when you do, then it's game over, and dancing devils throw a barbecue, and you are the main course. That God scared Martin Luther. His fear of God drove him sheer nuts. He stuck his crazy head into the Bible, and then it hit him. God loves you. And that insight turned the Reformation into an unstoppable tidal force. God loves you, and there's nothing you can do about that. Luther was not the first theologian with crazy ideas, but the others were burned at the stake. But there's one thing that makes Luther different, and that had nothing to do with Luther himself. It has to do with Gutenberg's printing press. Gutenberg did not invent the press, the movable type, the ink, or the paper. But in the century preceding the Reformation, he brought all four together and made book printing into a viable business. The result was a media revolution that was missing just one last thing to really take off: the first bestseller author, Martin Luther. He wrote like hell. He cranked out books as if there was no tomorrow, and his writing was boisterous and polemic, and at the same time it was deep and liberating, and they loved it, and they printed it, and they sold it like sliced bread. Everybody wanted Luther. And when the church had finally enough and wanted to light a fire under his feet, he was already too famous to be liquidated quietly. He became so famous that some of the German princes rallied behind him, and they used the Reformation to stick it to the emperor. But that is another story. Luther's ideas and the printing press unleashed a media revolution that inaugurated the demise of medieval Europe and the rise of modernity.